Hey everybody, it's me, Alex Garcia, aka The Cog, coming at you from comicbookclique.com, and it's that time again. Best day of the week, new comic book day. You see this face? It's time to talk about comic books, the newest ones to hit the shelves. Here coming at you a little late. Things, life gets in the way sometimes, but I'm here to still bring you the new books from this week that I was able to pick up. Let's start in DC. Start with Absolute Batman, number 11 by Scott Snyder and Clay Mann on the art, guys. Guys, Bane to me has always been a top tier Batman villain. To me, he deserves as much respect as the Joker. Yeah, I said it. And this book, Absolute Batman, has to deal with the origin of Bane. And this Bane has a nasty, nasty origin. Brutal, unbelievable. Just when it feels like, okay, it can't get any more brutal than this, Scott finds a way to ramp it up. Amazing issue, and the way it concludes, what it's leading up to, what Bane is willing to take it to the next level. Don't miss this issue, guys. Great stuff. Let's talk about Superman Unlimited, number 4 by Dan Slott and Raphael Albuquerque, and somebody named Meyer on the art as well. Guys, Dan Slott's doing a fun job with Superman. I keep telling people, if you don't want to get involved in all the backstory that goes with Action Comics and Superman Unlimited is the book to go with, because I'm definitely enjoying it. In this book, because a ton of kryptonite has now landed on Earth and is causing craziness. Where Superman's getting new powers, people are getting kryptonite and developing all types of technology. And apparently we got a new kind of man-bat that is like a vampire man-bat, that he turns people into man-bats by biting them. So Supes gets a bite, a couple other people get a bite. Big Barda shows up. We got Batwoman in this one. We got Black Canary showing up, Robin, Batman. A lot of fun in this issue. Very, very action-packed issue. Dan Slott shows he knows how to write a good Superman book. The art is really, really good on this as well. And we're just going to keep seeing where Dan Slott's going to take this crazy kryptonite story. So don't miss out. Let's jump over to Marvel. We got that Ultimate Universe, Ultimate Black Panther with Brian Hill and Jose Nieto. Who's on the art? He's been drawing Carlos Nieto. Guys, Ultimate Black Panther. Brian Hill really continues to differentiate Black Panther from the 616 counterpart, having all this extra lore behind what exactly powers the vibranium and the other metals of this world. Good stuff happens in this issue. Black Panther finally, T'Challa finally has to jump back into the fray because Killmonger is starting to just take things way too far. But when Black Panther jumps into the fray, he seems like he has to go on a little vision quest of his own now. Good stuff, because it's all leading up to the return of that Maker guy. Don't miss out. Speaking of fun, though, we got Marvel All-in-One, The Thing versus the Marvel Universe by Ryan North, and drawn all in splash pages by Ed McGuinness. Guys, if you're a Fantastic Four fan like I am, if you're a fan of The Thing especially, and Ed McGuinness art, every page is a beautiful splash page of The Thing having to go through the Marvel Universe where everybody's been turned into a robot seemingly, right? The Thing, he comes back from an adventure where everybody in the Marvel Universe is now replaced by a robot for some reason. Thing literally has to fight through his way through the entire Marvel Universe. And in the end, it's a fun payoff. It's a very fun payoff. The Ryan North, he really, really gets these characters. He's really showing how well-versed he is with these characters and their voices. I had a lot of fun with this issue. It's a one-shot, just for the art. Don't miss this issue. But if you're enjoying the Fantastic Four run by Ryan North, definitely pick this up. And let's jump over to Imperial. We got Jonathan Hickman, Federico Vicentini, Ivan Coelho, and Federico Blee on this. And guys, we start to get some more information, right? Because we start to see who is behind all of this. And I'll give you 2 names. We got the Games Master, right? What's his name? We got Maximus, as well as this dude. I'm tripping right now on his name. Gonna have to fix this up in the edits. But guys, it all hits the fan here. Really, everything comes about. Really, really good stuff. Really recommend it. keep following, and then from this goes all into the one-shots that are really going to flesh out this world, where we know that this is going to turn into its own universe of series. Everybody's getting their own universe. I don't mind universes by Jonathan Hickman, so check this out, because it's stuff really happens in this issue. I don't really want to spoil it. Check it out. Jumping over to the X-Men world, we got Exceptional X-Men number 12 by Evel Ewing and Manson. Time travel, guys. We got time travel. This was already the other X-Men book, and now that we're getting into time travel, I might drop this book. Decent issue, but time travel always turns me off. So if you don't see me reviewing anymore, maybe I'll jump back in. But I still like some of the new characters. I really always love seeing Emma interact with Kitty. That pretty much goes out the window in this issue. Don't really have much to say about this issue, guys, except it's probably my last one. And let's jump over to Spider-Man, where, guys, we all know that I haven't been the greatest fan of what JRJR is doing nowadays, so I happily picked up the J. Scott Campbell Amazing Spider-Man cover. Whew. The only thing prettier than this cover is my girlfriend. That's an amazing cover. Guys, an Amazing Spider-Man right here. We got number 10. We knew the Shocker Gang was in, and we knew Spider-Man was acting funny. And now he's just running his way through the Shocker Gang. And what does he do in the end? Seems like he confronts himself. We got some Clone Saga stuff going on here, guys. Issue is a little mundane, but that last page, Joe, you got me back in. But let's get Pepe back on the book too. Come on. Jump over to Dynamite. We got ThunderCats Lost number 5. Look at that beautiful Linkso cover, one of my favorite ThunderCats characters. And guys, in this issue, we find out that our buddy, as we have found out in the pages of ThunderCats, Bengali is not dead. And we find out how he was able to survive and what he did to survive, and how this now ties into the regular ThunderCats book. Really loving what Ed Brisson and David Coster are doing on this book. I thought this was going to be like the last issue. Apparently this series is going to go a little bit longer. This ThunderCats world is just getting bigger and bigger and brighter and brighter. This was a great issue. Can't wait to see how it further ties into the main story. Great stuff. And we got the concluding issue of Space Ghost and Johnny Quest, number 4. Right? This was a great, fun little miniseries by Joe Casey and Sebastian Perez. Really, really enjoyed it. You don't need to know about the Space Ghost series to enjoy this if you've been just reading the regular Johnny Quest series. And if you like Johnny Quest, great little adventure, seeing him team up with Space Ghost, figuring out in those ingenious ways that his family figures out how to solve all these massive problems. Good stuff, and I really, really can't wait to see how Joe continues this Johnny Quest story. So good things. An issue I missed last week. Silverhawks, number 6 by, hey, that's that man again, right? Ed Brisson and George Cambadias. Can never quite say his name right. Guys, we're getting more and more of what's going on with Monstar and how his newest, pillaging of the galaxy is going. And we get a new character that I don't think ever showed up in the cartoon. So I'm really intrigued with this character to see what this character is going to have to now do to help stop Monstar. And this Copper Kid cover, I couldn't help but get it. Great stuff. Ed, keep killing it on Silverhawks. Keep it coming. Let's jump over to Image. We got G.I. Joe by Josh Williamson, Andre Milani. Number 10, we got the adventures of CoverGirl and the Baroness continuing, and as well as that Clutch side story coming into effect, where he's got Hound in tow. Really love how the Energon universe is building itself and how we're getting Transformers in G.I. Joe, and we're getting Transformers and Void Rivals and all the characters all mixing together. Great stuff happens here, action-packed stuff, and seems like Cobra's starting to get the edge. See where it goes. Don't miss out on the next issue. And a book that's been coming back but still has me going, I really need to do a reread. Undiscovered Country, number 32 by Scott Snyder, Charles Soule, and Kamen Cooley. We get more of the understanding of what it is that happened in America when they closed the doors and what it is that they're still doing, walking the spiral, the adventure of them having to follow Uncle Sam through America. The characters in this book, whose names escape me at the moment because this book was on hiatus for so long, and this is only, I think, like the second issue since it's been back. But they really introduced some off-the-wall stuff in this issue. I think we're winding down. We're getting to the end of this book. Really need to do a reread. But if you love Scott, you love Charles, you love those crazy ideas, We got plenty of them in this issue. Don't miss it. And last but not least, Ghost Pepper by, I want to say her name right, Ludo Lullaby or Lullaby. Guys, this book, this is issue number 2. The first issue, it told you, reminded me, I believe I said, it reminded me of Mad Max meets Cowboy Bebop, and it continues to do so. Lots of fun goings on. The characters have a lot of fun interacting with one another. The world that they're just throwing us into is really, really cool, but it's not quite getting me. I think I'm going to wait the rest of the series. You know, the artwork is cool. The story seems cool. I think I'm just going to wait for the trade, though. But if you're enjoying it, let me know. And guys, that's what I picked up this week. It was a decent sized week. Lots to talk about. Lots of other stuff came out, too, that I had to sit there and say, you know what? Can't get that. Can't get that. Got to buy these eggs, right? These grocery bills are getting out of hand. So, guys, like, share, and subscribe as always. Comment in the comments. Let us know what you picked up, what I shouldn't have picked up, because I can see there was a couple books that I'm like, probably should have gone with something else. But you live, you learn, and that's where we're at, guys. Thank you as always. Thank you for taking this time to be with me to talk about these books. Check us out as always on our Instagram, our YouTube, our Facebook. As always, you know, George the Don always has the biggest news. And make sure also to follow Jon Escudero for all your wrestling news. And guys, thank you so much as always for taking part in the Major Haul. Keep print alive. Read more comics. Don't miss it. Thank you, guys.